So, Ohio State knocks Iowa out of the Big Ten tournament in what would have been a record-setting 12th Big Ten tournament victory for Iowa. This was a heartbreaker, people. This game was pretty wild. There was a lot that happened. But I think what people are talking about the most is Cotie McMahon calling out Iowa in her post-game interview, saying they had disrespected Ohio State. She suggested Iowa carry themselves as if they were that much better, play with a chip on their shoulder.
With Iowa, what is it about that team that brings out the competitive fire in you guys?
Not gonna get into it all the way, but let's just say they're a little disrespectful as far as, how they view us. So we take that personal. I take that personal. I like to fight on the court. I have that dog in me. So I go out there and prove it. And yeah, honestly, just one game at a time. I was a great team. I'll give it to them. Credit 1,000%.
A lot of people were not happy about this. The Iowa fan base just started going off because in Cotie McMahon's previous game, she had been caught on camera flipping off the opposing team. So, for someone who just did that to say they were disrespected, felt hypocritical to many. Of course, Iowa had their sixth man, Caitlin Clark, in the stands. And as much as Caitlin has been a good luck charm for them all season, they came up short by just 1 point. But hey, check out Caitlin Clark's arms. She's bulking up. I have to keep this video short because I didn't realize the time, and I know I promised this video in my last one. I really wish I could go into more detail. Ohio State knocked Iowa out of the Big Ten tournament, and now Iowa has 2 weeks off before the NCAA tournament begins. But, oh man, the Iowa Hawkeyes, most of their losses have been heartbreakers. Last night's loss brings them to 0-5 in one-possession games. In the final seconds, Iowa was up by 1 point, but Cotie McMahon went up for a shot, and Hannah Stulka unfortunately fouled her. Then, when Iowa got the ball back, Lucy Olson was inbounding, which I'm not sure why she was the one doing it, and she threw it to Hannah Stulka, who doesn't have the best mid-range shot. Stulka came up just short. There's a lot of contention about the ref calls, but ref calls are always a hot topic in close losses like this. This game was full court press all game. The defense on both sides was intense. Neither team was giving up open looks easily. But Kylie Farbach, oh my gosh, she made some crazy shots. At 1 point, she even face-planted hard, got right back up, ran to the other side court, and went up for a huge block. That led to Lucy Olson drilling a 3 on the other end. It was a seesaw battle. First, Ohio State was on top, then Iowa, then Ohio State again, then Iowa. Farbach came in clutch in so many moments. Lucy Olson scored 12 points in the first half, but only 2 in the second half, because Ohio State locked her down. Iowa didn't put enough pressure on Cotie McMahon to get her in foul trouble, and McMahon ended up being the one who got fouled at the end and made the game-winning free throws. Lucy Olson, Hannah Stulka, and Sydney Falter led Iowa with 14 points each. Early in the game, Lucy Olson was keeping Iowa afloat, scoring nearly half of their 28 first-half points, but she shot just 5 for 15. I'm sure at halftime, Ohio State's coach told the team to shut her down because she only scored 2 points in the second half. Hannah Stulka was a force on the glass, grabbing 12 rebounds. In the second quarter, she helped Iowa roar back, scoring 6 of her 14 points. Sydney Falter also stepped up, hitting a couple of huge triples to cut Iowa's deficit from 58 to 53 to 59 to 58.
Great looks, give up the good shot. They would have been from the corner from McCabe, who has not knocked in a 3 yet. She gave it up to Cynthia Falter, who just hit a triple on the other side of the floor. And the fans in the building are going completely crazy, including Cece Caitlin Clark. It's all love here.
Ava Hayden, the freshman. All right, last night wasn't her best game, but the night before, she was on fire. Last night, she had 10 points against Ohio State, compared to 11 the previous game. But she's a freshman, and there's no way she doesn't make it to the WNBA, knock on wood. She's got great touch around the rim, solid footwork, and the ability to score in transition as a big. I'm excited to see her growth in the coming seasons. Neither team was significantly better than the other. This game needs a rematch. A new rivalry has been born. Ohio State now plays UCLA next, and I can't imagine how they'll handle Lauren Betts, who dominated against Nebraska yesterday. I wish I could go into more detail. I have some critiques on how Iowa played, especially their rotations, and they were off on a lot of their shots. But I won't get into that now, because I'm literally rushing out the door. And with that, I'll leave you with a courtside interview with Caitlin Clark, where she was asked about the technical foul called on Jan Jensen in the last game.
At 105-72 win, she's standing by live with Elise.
Well, Kayla, the last time we saw you at a Big Ten tournament, you were capping 3 straight wins, the most outstanding player, and here you are in your new home with the Fever. How surreal is this for you?
It's pretty fun, and I love getting to be able to support this program, and obviously a lot of these girls were my teammates, and getting to see Jan in her first year, and they're playing their best basketball right now, so just get to be supportive of them, and, you know, I love this time of the year, March. I miss it, so it's fun getting to support them.
You have been known to get animated in your career. I know Jan got a little animated yesterday, picked up her first technical. How would you grade out that performance? Did she get her money's worth?
Unacceptable. No, I honestly thought she might have been getting ejected, honestly, because she kept going, but I loved it. I love that fiery competitive spirit, and I know it got the girls fired up too. They responded well to it. I had that taken care of for Coach Day and Coach Bluter when I was playing. They didn't have to get any, so they have to get them now. Coach Day has to get them now, but just love her competitive spirit, and she's done a great job with the program, so it's fun to watch.
Your Iowa Hawkeyes are absolutely red hot and right here neck and neck with Ohio State. What have you seen from them that has really they've just responded down the stretch?
Well, they just play hard, and I think if you watch, you can tell how good of a team they are. They're always, you know, making the right plays. They're cheering for one another. You know, they're just a group of 15 girls that are just really well connected, and that just speaks to the culture they have at Iowa and we had when we were there. And it continues to carry over, and they play basketball the right way, and that's why people love supporting them and coming to their games. So that's why I'm here. I love it. I love getting to see some of my best friends play basketball and have a lot of fun doing it. So
it's awesome, Caitlin. So many 22 jerseys for the Fever and Iowa here, all in one spot. Really appreciate you taking the time.
Caitlin gave a little girl a friendship bracelet on her way to the tunnel. She hasn't stopped smiling since Broken Heart.
Hilton for the state. Marathon knows the fans are the true co-pilot of any team. That's why Marathon is here to keep you and your team fueled, because we're driven together. Not all beef jerky is the same. Old Trapper has quality you can see and taste, with lean strips of beef, the best spices, real wood-fired smoke, and featuring all of your favorite flavors. Old Trapper, what's your beef? Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Proud partner of the Big Ten Conference.
This one gets me. If you've made it this far and are enjoying the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications. We know watching this video takes some of your time, and we appreciate you.